Now, today we're having a really comfortable conversation with one of my good friends. Now, as you can recall, we spoke with Prince DJ a few weeks back about his trials and tribulations. Now, today in a daytime exclusive, Bry'Neir Seymore is here to be real and honest with us and bring out the real Bry. So please welcome back to the show, award-winning talk show host, writer, executive producer, director, and host of the nationally syndicated Bry in the Morning, Mr. Bry'Neir Seymore.
Yo, what's up?
Hello. Welcome back to the show, Bry'Neir. How are you doing?
I'm pretty well, man. I can't complain, but I do appreciate you for letting me be back on.
Yes, absolutely. And thanks, for agreeing to do this, this daytime exclusive with us.
Absolutely.
So, before we get started, because I truly want to know, because I just asked you, how you're doing, but
Right.
how are you truly doing right now in this present moment? Like, honestly.
If we're being honest, I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm not to the point where, nothing bad's going on or nothing terrible's going on. I mean, stress is there, but I'm fine. I'm managing it. So, yeah.
And that's, the best that we can do, right? That's the best
Absolutely.
that we can do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So, okay, I'm gonna go back in time a little bit because you did one of your hits, and it is a hit, your late night show, Late Nights with Bry'Neir Seymore, that had ran for 6 amazing years. Bravo. But let's get down and deep with this. How did you feel about it ending after 6 years? And, what was the true reasoning behind it? And why, 6 years? Was that the mission behind it? You wanted to do that for 6 years and then bam, or you wanted to keep on? What's the true story behind all of it?
Well, it wasn't supposed to be 6 years. It really was supposed to be about 7 to 8. It was supposed to be, the initial timing, it was supposed to be on until I graduated and until I grew up. Because I did that show when I was in 7th grade. And a lot of people don't understand, when you do something when you're younger, you tend to let go. You know what I'm saying? Late Nights was a great show. It was a hit. I've done so much with the brand, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the show. I enjoyed everything. 6 years, it wasn't my goal to end at 6 years. I initially wanted to take this on. If I'm being realistic, I really didn't want to end it because it wasn't enough to feedback when it left. So, and as you guys know, we had the pair. It was Late Night Hustle and Late Nights with Bry'Neir Seymore. Initially, TJ did a good job. Give it for TJ one time. Amazing job as the person that led on after I left. And initially, he was supposed to stay on, and that didn't go as planned. But it's all about movement. And with the late night show, Late Nights with Bry'Neir Seymore, I initially didn't want to end it because it wasn't going to be a person of color taking that spot. The network came up with the Late Night Hustle and the Late Nights idea, and it branched off for a minute, and then it went off. But if I'm being really honest though, I really didn't really want to end it because it was like a remarkable thing. It made a lot of people smile. Really, that's why I gave it another season, because it gave a lot of smiles and it actually helped people through their nights. You and everybody else that watched it and thoroughly enjoyed it. And I didn't want to let that go because I knew I had an audience, and I knew people were watching and enjoying it and enjoying what we came up with each and every night. But the thing was, I knew I had to grow up. It's hard to understand and know that you have to grow up and move on because you're so accustomed to things. So right around the time I was about to go to college, I would say March, the deals were coming in where college applications started coming back, TV deals started coming up, and fall 2023 stuff was coming up. And that's where I had to make a decision to let it go. And it was sad because a lot of people were expecting more. And I just couldn't give more because of the predicament I'm in now. I'm in school, I'm in college, and that's why Bry came about, because I want people to still see me. I want people to still know that I'm there, that I still do interviews, that I still conduct myself as a host. Because people love that about me. Everybody from exes, I said exes, and then watch thoroughly. So as long as your haters are watching you, that's all that matters.
Yes, absolutely.
But you know, like friends and people that you grew up with who remember you and who texts you and be like, I remember when you did this when you was a little kid and you still doing it. Like, well, I love that shit. You know what I mean? And I didn't really want to, you know, end it. And I didn't, honestly, I wanted to keep going because I envisioned myself, you know, doing that for a long time. And, you know, especially knowing that it had to leave and move on. So, yeah.
But true, yeah. So because I well, quite sort of kind of get it, and then quite sort of kind of not get it. But y'all understand, you know, what you had to, you know, the decisions that you had to, you know, you made back then. So, but this is, would you ever want to bring it back into this day and age, like a revamp of it, and you're like, is up in the air?
Absolutely. Absolutely, I would love to bring it back. Absolutely. I mean, a lot of people kept bringing me up. Yo, when can you come back and do something? Like, yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? I'm like, I would definitely. That's something I'm thinking about thoroughly. If we're being honest, I would love to bring back the late night show. It had a mark on my life. It helped me with. It very much helped me with launching my brand. It helped me level myself to where I am today. If it wasn't for that late night talk show, I would have not met. I wouldn't have not met. Well, I would have not met you, TJ, Michael Finkley, other people that are probably in this business. I would have not met any of y'all if it wasn't for that late night talk show. So I would do it again. Like, I remember, I want to say about junior or senior year of high school. I don't think I told y'all this, but I thoroughly was brain visioning myself on me taking this nationally and syndicating. Like, I would sit there and have a moment of me just looking out and just thinking, what if I really like sold this and gave it an actual national name? Because Disney still need it. Michael Finkley, one of my biggest mentors. This is privately conversation I had with him. He told me, we need you. We need you. And he told me, think long, think hard, never stop dreaming, never stop giving up. And that's exactly the motto I'll go. As far as taking my time and allowing that vision to happen. Because I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people were mad at me when the late night show ended. A lot of people was like, I gotta wake up in the middle of the day. And I'm just like, yeah, I get it, but at the same time, it's hard. Because imagine, then definitely hard now, but imagine, like, you know, going to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning, waking up at 6 something, and going back and forth over and over again. It was a process that I became accustomed to, that I sort of became comfortable in. It wasn't about, now I want to clear this up. It wasn't about anybody. It wasn't about the networks. It wasn't about people. It wasn't about anything. Nothing was negative about that show. Let's clear that out. Because I had a comment about I had a comment last year or so, before Seymore Productions was initially formed. Somebody told me I was being Jimmy Fallon and playing around. And And I don't want people to be having those comments or saying, "Oh, he finally left because he was not being like a real host or whatever." And I let the haters. They stay watching. I'll be fresh as let the watching. The haters still watching. So I just want to let everybody know it wasn't about the comments. It wasn't about any of that. But it was only for me to personally take my time and start the next mark in my life. But if I had the opportunity to bring it back, I will. I will.
What? Well, you guys heard it here first in this daytime exclusive. Oh, Roddy. Well, that was because I didn't think you would. Seriously, I didn't think that you would say the answer that you had said. Seriously, I did not. I did not.
Yeah, listen. We're being honest. I get knocks on my office door all the time. Yo, we want you back, dude. We need you back.
I know.
And Prince TJ, who has hosted Late Night Hustle. After his show ended, this is privately. After the show ended, we had a long conversation, and he told me, he was like, maybe Late Nights with Bry'Neir Seymore can come back, and I was just like, I'm just thinking, but maybe, but if I have the opportunity, the time is there, I'm ready to bring it back. You know.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, hey, hey.